What's up, everybody? It's your boy jerrywill24 back with another reaction video as usual, per usual. Hey man, listen here. Alright, before I even start this one, because I got it in my notes, I seen people talking about it on Twitter. I seen people talking about that bit 5. I said, okay, I can go ahead and peep that. You know I do reaction videos. I gotta go what's going on in the world. I gotta know what's trending, what's good and what not. And the Watcher, let me just say, a lot of shows have come out this year in 2021. I don't remember them all, but this one had me the most fucked up. This might have been one of the best shows to come out this year. I ain't finna cap with y'all, man. I know I make a lot of statements, and most of those statements I stick by. But this one had me in the loophole, okay? Now I started watching this yesterday after I left an open mic. Yeah, so I started watching around 12 a.m. There's only 7 episodes and they range for about like 40 minutes, 42 minutes. I started from 12 a.m. to like, I fell asleep around 3 a.m. watching this movie. This bitch had me hooked. You hear me? That bitch had me hooked for real. So from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. So I was on like episode, I watched about 5 episodes. That bitch had me in the days. I was been watching that motherfucker. And just because this is based on a true story. And you know what's crazier? It still has not been solved. Like, you see how close I am? This shit had me in the days. Alright, now let me just explain the show. The show is on Netflix, cause you know Netflix be having them shows, whatever, you know Netflix. Like I said, it was talked about on Twitter. That's what got me watching it. So it's on Netflix and whatever, and basically it's based on a true story. Creepy as fuck, weird as fuck. A family moves into the suburbs. Wife, husband, and 2 kids. They move into the house. They love the house and everything. They just don't know what goes on in the house. You know, typical scary story. You know, moving to the house, nobody knows anything, and shit finna go down. But the crazy thing is, this was based on a true story. So they move into the house, and everybody in the area is weird. I believe it's in New Jersey. Everybody's weird. The neighbors actually sit outside on their front porch and watch their every move. And then you got one retarded autistic kid running around, and he's in their house. Like, he's in their house in the damn I forgot what that thing called, the little elevator thing. I don't know, something that they used back in the day to transport food instead of using the stairs. He knows the house backwards and forwards, okay? And then he has his sister who basically watches over him and everything. But since day one, strange things have been happening. The daughter starts hearing music in the house. They're getting phone calls, and instantly, that's it. The wife, son, and daughter, they stay in the hotel because they not having it. But Dean, the husband, he stays in the house because he's getting the house renovated and everything. And they start receiving letters. Actually, the daughter receives the letter first. She starts reading the letter first. They're being watched. He's called the Watcher, okay? They're being watched by somebody, and he knows everything. He or she knows everything that's going on in their lives. He's letting them know in the letter. I'm going to find out about your family. I'm going to be watching you guys. Get used to it. That's basically what he says. Get used to it. So I think 2 letters goes by, phone calls start coming in, and now the husband, he's the man of the house. I appreciate Dean. Dean went crazy, but it wasn't his fault. It was the house fault. So I don't blame Dean. But Dean, he starts to become paranoid, you know what I'm saying? As any father would, you're trying to protect your family. So now he's trying to figure out what's going on. He goes to the police department. They ain't doing shit. As usual, police basically don't do nothing, okay? So now he has a private investigator. The private investigator starts investigating into what's going on in the house. Everybody in the neighborhood, in the neighborhood knows about the house. They know the inside about the house. They be going in the lawn, picking stuff. They act like that is their house, but they don't live there. They have their own home and everything, but they're so worried about this house because they start renovating the house and everything, and the neighbors start playing. They're like, what are you doing to the house? Leave the house alone. These talking about cutting the trees. They're like, no, you're not. But I don't know. I don't understand why you're so focused on another home when you have your own. I swear in Gotham, they are so focused on this house. When they got their own home, they should be worried about, but they don't give a fuck. It's a whatever. That's another strange thing happening. So now Dean starts discovering things. There has been a murder in the house, allegedly. Still don't even know, to be honest. There's allegedly been a murder in the house. Husband, wife, just like Dean, but this was like 25 years ago, something like that. He murders his whole family. He goes crazy. He murdered his whole family because he is getting watched by somebody. The same person that is writing the letters to Dean as of right now was writing letters back then, allegedly. So he starts going crazy and he kills his whole family, but he gets away with it. He disappears, like he just vanishes off the map. Nobody knows. The police comes, they throw this case under the desk because they never find out who the dude was or anything else, so they just throw it under the bus. So that was, like I said, like 25 years ago. Now the same thing cycle is happening with Dean. He starts going crazy. He's supposed to get like a partnership. He doesn't get that. He's going through it with his wife. His daughter starts becoming a whore. And then the son, they try to hide everything from the son. Listen, tell your kids the truth. That's how I feel like. Tell your kids the truth, but they keep hiding everything from the son, I guess because he's little. Which I get because he's a kid. You don't want to scare your kid, but like, shit is going on, okay? Straight shit is going on. Like I said, music's going on. The Watchers, the Watcher, he writes 2 of the letters. Now, Dean writes the 3rd letter because he wants to sell the house so bad. But not because of just the Watcher, but because of money. He spent all his money into getting his house, and now it backfires on him. And beforehand, he actually went and filed for bankruptcy. So now his wife finds out, and she doesn't want to go through that whole process again. So now he's done with his wife. So Dean is just going crazy. Like in the first episode, Dean was like a happy dad, glow in the face. Later on in each episode, it just gets darker in his face. He gets dark circles under his eyes. Dean is going through it. Dean is going crazy. But the thing is, the same thing happened to the previous owner that murdered his family. His name was John Rafer. And then the daughter starts seeing the young dude who starts installing cameras in the house, a little secure, whatever. The daughter starts dating the boy. And everybody, not everybody, but the Watcher knows, because like I said, the Watcher is watching every single move. So the Watcher lets Dean know, and allegedly John, the one that got away with the murders 25 years ago, he comes back. He comes back into the house. He lets himself in the house. I swear everybody be coming in that house. Like I said, it is so weird. He listens and he said, hey, your daughter out here getting fucked. Okay? And my daughter went through the same thing. You need to put her in church. And walks out. And walks out. And then later on, that's when we find out who John was, allegedly. Still, you know what the crazy thing is? This case has never been solved. I'm going to do my research and solve this case myself. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because we never find out who the Watcher is. We think it's the 2 old couples that I was talking about earlier that sit outside the house that watch the family. Apparently, at first, we thought they died. We thought they killed themselves, the husband and the wife. We thought the husband shoots the wife, and then the husband shoots the wife, and then the husband shoots himself after that. We see a body come out and everything. 2 episodes later, we find out they still alive. What the fudge? Okay? That's the crazy thing. And then, her friend, okay, the wife's name is Nora. Nora, the one who sells her the house, I guess the real estate agent, I guess I would say, she gets her the house. but she wants her to sell the house because she wants the house for herself. I don't understand. If you wanted the house for yourself from the get-go, why didn't you, whatever. So they think Karen is the goddamn neighbor, the watcher as well. And then they think the goddamn, the detective, the head cop or whatever, that's not doing shit, they think he's the, there's a lot of shit going on, okay? It's just a bunch of mind games. And it's crazy because we never find out who the watcher is. And the thing is, they are so smart. So smart. Because this happens with every previous owner. Everybody who lives in that house goes crazy. It's the house fault and it's the goddamn watcher fault. And you know what's crazy? In the house there are tunnels. There are secret tunnels. They found out there's goddamn secret tunnels leading to the other houses in the neighborhood, the other weird neighbors. And when they're running through the tunnels, we see that somebody is living in that tunnel, the watcher. But we don't know who it is. They got away somehow. I don't know. I can't believe this is based on a true story and that they got away with it. Ain't no way. I'm gonna become a detective and find out what the hell going on. Because what in the fudge? I just had to share this with y'all because I wasn't even initially going to react to this first. I was supposed to react to a Lil Baby new album. I said, fudge that album. This show right here, y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see that this shit is a bunch of mind games, and it scared me. I ain't gonna cap. I was up at 2 a.m. watching this. I was scared. My nigga, I was scared. They had me jumping and everything. That's what I said. This might be the best show to come out so far on Gotham, especially on Netflix. Without a doubt, I can't think of any shows that I watched this year that's like, there might be a few I can't think of right now, but this one, oh my gosh, perfect timing. Perfect timing, especially for the Halloween. Niggas is dropping scary shit like crazy. Like I just said, I just reacted to the Halloween Ends, the Michael Myers. This shit right here had me in a chokehold at 3 in the morning. Why, yo? I'm so flabbergasted that this is based on a true story and they never solved it. You just gotta see it for yourself. Okay, I'm trying to like explain it a little bit, but I can't because it was so much going on. So much shit just be popping like this, that. It's like a detective show, a scary show. It's a thriller. It's a thriller. That's the word. It is a goddamn thriller. And it's based on a true story. That's what's really throwing me off. And they never solved it. It says it's reigned unsolved. I'm like, ain't no way. 7 episodes. Please do yourself a favor, man. Go ahead and watch it. I tell y'all to watch a lot of things, but this one, you gotta watch. You have to. There's no reason why you shouldn't. This shit is... Let me calm down, I'm getting excited. Which I should be excited because this shit had me in a chokehold, like I said. 7 episodes, each episode about like 40 minutes. The last one is about an hour. They can't make a season 2 because this shit still remained unsolved. If they make a season 2, it's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit. I wanna know about these other neighbors. If they were really part of a cult following, or if one of them were like rotating as the watcher. Because the watcher was living in, I don't know. If you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it, you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you, go watch this show. 10 out of 10, without a doubt. Best show coming on Netflix this year, without a doubt. And I'll be saying a lot of shit, but this time I mean it, 10 out of 10. I don't give a lot of 10 out of 10s, but this one deserves it without a doubt. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Dean, okay? Dean, you was going through it, my nigga. You was going through it. He almost lost his wife again. He might have lost her, I don't know, because he still went back to the house even after they sold the house. He still went back to the house. And it looked like he writing the letters now. But it looks like I don't know. It's a lot going on. So if you haven't watched The Watcher, go ahead and watch it. Please do yourself a favor. But that's it for this reaction video. I gotta get up out of here because I will keep going on and on. Make sure you subscribe and like to the channel if you haven't already. And then go to my other YouTube channel, jerrywill24. I got comedy skits dropping on there. As usual, drop one this week and I'm dropping another one this week. So I just gotta keep dropping content. You see what I'm saying? That's how people notice you. You drop content and keep your name out there. But I appreciate y'all being here.